tell you guys how you can find the right study technique, or like the study method essentially that's gonna make you better at school. And again, this is not a black and white technique. This is how I did it, so that I went from literally being an idiot in sophomore year to getting like good grades. And the way I did it isn't like I went online and found study techniques. No, it's by looking at my flaws. The way to actually do better at school is by looking at what you suck at. Like, it's literally telling yourself, why do you suck at this? Let's fix it. Trust me, this is what you need to be doing. Let me show you guys examples. And I'm gonna tell you guys how I did it. When I was 16, I sucked at time management. Whenever I would come home from school, it was also COVID. When I would come home from school or online school, I would literally just lay on my bed. I would do the bare minimum to finish my assignments, but I would never go above and beyond to be above and beyond, because I was like, why do I care? I made a schedule and I stuck by it, and that's why to this day I'm so like disciplined. Like, I will come home and I'd be like, no, you will not be doing this until you finish this. Same thing for all of my courses. When I have I struggle with biology, guys. I have never struggled like I've ever struggled in biology in my life. I suck at it, but I still do well on the exams, not because I have a personal interest in it. It's because I know how to study it. But the way I know how to study it isn't like an actual study technique. It's I looked at what I sucked at and then applied it so that I could learn better. AKA, I did not understand the bigger picture. I didn't understand the biology picture. I didn't even know what a cell was. Never understood anything. So the first thing that I did was draw it out. That's why I draw it out today. I drew everything out and I was like, wait, when you draw it out, you understand exponentially better. I made it a study technique. So that's why when I have my bio material now, instead of like learning it blindly, I draw pictures. Or the same thing. In sophomore year, I hated history. Or actually, no, even freshman year, I sucked at it. I hated it. I was like, move on from the past. Like, why are you studying? Like, move on. So I was like, okay, this is a useless course. But then in my junior year, I was like, wait, why am I kind of getting better at history? The way that I did it is because I just changed the way that I take notes. And it might sound as easy as that, but that's literally how you develop your own study technique. Back in my freshman year, would get my like course material in history. I would just like get it and then make flashcards or make notes so that I could learn it like this. But then I wouldn't do well. And I was like, why am I not doing well? Then I changed it. Instead of like writing it like this, I would make charts and timelines. And even if it sounds like it's just like a little switch that you're making, if instead of typing in an outline form, you type it in a chart form, just find that little thing. The way that I found that chart works for me is because I like to compare things. When I'm learning something, I don't like to learn, oh, this does this and this does this. I like to see it as if, oh, this does this, but then this does this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to compare it. And for me, it's super easy to learn something when I can see a comparison side by side. So instead of just like doing it like this, I was like, why don't I start typing it in a chart? And I did. I started typing it in charts. I started making timelines instead of learning my history in an outline, and I did so much better. I literally did so much better. I was top of my class. And guys, this is pretty much applicable to every single topic out there. That's what I did for every single topic of mine. When I had math, I've always been kind of good at math because, I mean, I'm Asian. Like, it's kind of like in my genes. But when I was like, why am I not doing as well on my math exams as I should be? I looked at it and I was like, what is your problem? Like, what is your problem? Is it that you're not understanding the conceptuals? Is it that you don't know how to solve the problem? And I was like, it's because when I see a problem, I don't actually know how to solve it. So instead of memorizing my content, or instead of studying for math as like a topic where I understand the conceptuals and do problems, I did problems and then understood the conceptuals. If that makes sense, I just found what I sucked at and then built off of it. Find what your bad points are so that you can build off of that. And trust me, you will do so much better. And like, this is why when I go take exams, I'm never really like, oh my God, I have to take an exam. For me, it's more of a learning opportunity, because even if I don't do well on the exam, for next time, I'll just like, for future reference, I'll know what I need to work on. And so when I get my term test back, or whenever I get any graded assignment back and I'm like, why did I not eat here? I'm like what went on? Like, I'll actually look at the reasoning behind it. I'll be like, you got halfway right with the question. And I'm like, okay, next time you need to focus more on solving the question instead of doing this of the question. And that's how I adjust my study techniques so that I can actually encompass all of my mistakes so that I can grow from it, you know? That's how study techniques actually benefit you. Like, that's why when I give you guys study techniques, it actually helps, because I'm showing you guys how I learned from my mistakes to make better study techniques. And also, guys, make sure that like you're only using study techniques that actually benefit you. Like, don't go make flashcards if someone's like, oh, I use flashcards and this helped me. Like, try it out, but if it doesn't work for you, abandon the technique. There's no point of you forcing a study technique on yourself if it's not going to benefit you.